Hi, Chef Matt here. I want to share two really simple recipes to get you and your family and friends ready for Cinco de Mayo. The first recipe I want to share is a raw salsa. Now there are a lot of different ways to do salsa. This one's super simple, a lot of different ingredients chopped up, done in the food processor, season it, very simple. So first I'm going to start with some ripe plum tomatoes, and I'm just going to take the cores out. So we want to take all these tomatoes and cut them in half and expose all of the seeds. The deeper you get into summer, the better tomatoes are. These are good, they're not the greatest, but they'll do the job. So what we'll do is we'll just squeeze, and what we'll do is we'll get most of those seeds out, and that'll get the seeds out as well as take out a lot of water. If you're ambitious, you can take this liquid and strain it, get the seeds out, and take that liquid and use it for soup. Next, we're going to take all the tomatoes, line them up, and we're just going to cut them into 6 pieces each. Basically, this will make it a little easier to get into the food processor. So next, what I have here, I have a half of a medium red onion, I have a clove of garlic which I've chopped, I have some fresh squeezed lime juice, kosher salt, a little bit of fresh toasted cumin that I've ground. I do a package of that every time I go to the store. I toast the seeds and then I grind them in my spice grinder. And then I have some really nice fresh cilantro, okay? So next I want to get my pepper. This is a jalapeno. You could also use a serrano chili, but I'm going to cut that in half. And then depending on how spicy you want it, I don't want it too spicy, so I'm going to take those seeds out. Just remove those seeds. And this also, I'm going to just cut into some small pieces. Again, this will allow the food processor to work this product into a nice consistency without being in there too long and really pulverizing it. I still want this to be slightly chunky. So I'm going to start in my food processor here. I'm going to take about maybe 1/3 of the tomatoes. I'm going to add some salt. And again, we're going to season along the way, and then we'll also season at the end. So we're going to add a little pinch of lime juice, just a touch, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. We're going to add a little bit of the garlic, so I've got about in thirds here. Some of the red onion. Again, we don't want to overload the food processor. Some of the jalapeno. And then take some of the cilantro and just kind of roughly pull the leaves off. If you get a stem in there, it's not the end of the world. Again, we're just trying to get to about 90%, and then we'll season it the rest of the way. So we're going to want to pulse this. About halfway through, we will just give it a little stir. It's nice and chunky. And again, that salt is going to start to bring the liquid out. So that looks about good. We're going to add it to our bowl here. Blade goes back in, and then we're going to start over. So some more tomatoes, some more jalapeno, some salt, we'll add a little bit of garlic, some red onion. This one we'll add a little bit of cumin too. Love cumin. So again, this is kind of the base, but you could also add, if you like it a little spicier, you like the flavor of chipotle, you could add some chipotle pepper in here, some canned chipotle or adobo. That'll really make the salsa a little bit richer in color, also in texture. If If you love cilantro like I do, you can add a little bit more. There we go. Just continue to pulse. Get everything down off the sides. You can add a little bit of lime juice. Here's what's fun about this salsa. You can take one of the batches and make it very, very, very fine. Again, so what that does is it creates a little bit more liquid, and then, so this one's a little finer. And then you have the particulate from the other ones that are a little bit more chunky. Last batch. This one we want it to be just a little bit more chunky. That looks pretty good. So this is kind of salsa 101. It's very simple. Again, this is a raw salsa, almost akin to a pico, kind of a chopped up pico. But now what we want to do is, let's kind of see where the flavor is at in the seasoning. Really good. Almost right there. Just a pinch more salt. Has enough lime. Maybe just a little bit more cumin. And that's really it. So I love to use this for tacos, or just, you know, scooping with some tortilla chips. But again, this is a super simple way to make a salsa in just a few minutes. So there we have it.